Subscribe now and avoid the rush. Welcome to Spoiler Alert Theater. In this episode, we're going to cover some tips and exploits for Skyrim that will help a lot when you're starting a new character, or giving an old character a boost. If you like this video, please like and subscribe as it helps this channel. Here we go. Here's a great tip for those who like to experiment with different builds but simply don't have the lifespan to wait for all the intros. Just save the prisoner as soon as he gets off the cart, Hilgen. From now on, you'll be looking at loading screens instead of the long, unskippable intro. But of course, you'll still be having to watch this. Here you can save, and as you can see, 11:25:16 was the last time I had to watch the intro.
Been an honor, Jarl Ulfric.
Ralof of Riverwood.
But you still have to watch this stuff.
No care of Rorikstad. No, I'm not a rebel. You can't do this.
Halt!
You're not gonna kill me.
Archers! Anyone else feel like running?
Wait. You there. Step forward.
This next tip will have the game max out your sneak skill for you. When you have to sneak past the bear, sneak into the wall instead, where you could continuously sneak into the same spot. It'll take about 6.5 hours, but you'll be level 17 and you'll have 16 skill points available to you. Already popped some points on the important ones, or important for my build at least, and for the kind of things I want to do later on. That requires both alchemy and enchanting, and of course the weapon skills. The rest of us I can put on here. Take advantage of all the sneak attack bonuses. Just got one single bow and daggers. Bump that up, because paying low prices for reactions is pretty important. I did not click on that. Here we go. And finally, back here, we gotta max this out. I'm stealth, that's what I gotta do. See, I do this and then people wonder why nobody sees me when I'm sneaking around. There we go. Need that for bribe and persuasion. And there's the bear that helped us max our sneak. Immediately get a sneak bonus just like that. Take temporary ownership of Embershard Mine until getting a real house. But first, you'll have to evict some of the inhabitants. Over here, you'll find a woodcutter's axe so you can harvest wood. Always save your game before entering an interior area. It'll come in handy if a quest bug pops up while inside and reloading from entering the place doesn't fix it. Here's a mining pick so you can gather ore. Here we have an armorer's workbench, a weapons grindstone, and a blacksmith's forge for all your crafting needs. Here's a useful tip for when you find Meridia's beacon. And you're done. Hope that helps. Sometimes evasion is your only chance of avoiding a loading screen. If you happen to be near a river, you're going to cross it. If it's deep enough, whatever's attacking you won't be able to follow you in. It'll try to find another way around, but at least you'll be safe for the time being, possibly allowing you to escape. Now here's something that's practically an art form in itself, and that is successfully going down steep surfaces safely. In order to do this, you gotta be crouched, because if you're standing, that forward motion could accidentally send you over the side of a cliff, and that's the last thing you want. You want absolute precise control over all your movements, and by keeping crouched, you can successfully do that. The other thing you could do is the strafe key. If you're climbing towards the left, you want to use your strafe key towards the left and your forward key at the same time, so you could actually hug the walls. Sort of like what I did just there. You also have to keep a sharp eye out for serious drops. If you can't see the bottom, go a different way. Otherwise, you could end up seeing a loading screen instead of the bottom of the hillside. And this is perfectly safe to go down all the way without even dropping. Sometimes the best tactic is to simply avoid an overwhelming situation. Say you're in the middle of a quest and you just don't have time to deal with about 10, 20 of these bandits, or however many are in this place. So you just simply go around to the other side, where there's less bandits to deal with. Then you could come back to this sometime later when you're better equipped. Better armor, better weapons, potions, all that stuff. But always opt to go undercover as much as you can. And when you know it, there's some guards up there patrolling the wall. If we would have crossed closer to it, they would have spotted us. Come back when you got better armor and weapons, and it'll be a lot more fun.
Our old war wounds. We're not soldiers anymore.
And here we are in the wonderful town of Dawnstar to check out the hidden Khajiit merchant chest. There we go. What do we got today? These are the items that you'll be disenchanting at an enchanting table in order to learn the enchants, so you could apply them to weapons and armor and whatnot. You could also supply yourself with more useful items such as gold, 750 each time you open up the chest. Just some grand soul gems and reagents for working on potions, ores, ingots, all kinds of stuff. Useful things. It's all randomized though every time you open it. Well, not every time you open it. You have to go to the Khajiit merchant in order to reset this chest. But what you want to do is definitely get to this chest first and go through the items, take what you want. You'll never run out of lockpicks or gold at this rate. So, a lot of useful stuff. There's also a lot of junk you really don't need. Definitely get the cure disease potions. And that should be just about it. Not much more. Oh, that's right. You have your selection of backpacks too while you're at it. Look at the benefits. I don't really need lockpick or stamina or anything like that. The advantage with the bow is nice. Okay, now we gotta go talk to the merchant. Sometimes the Khajiit are already here. Sometimes you'll have to wait. I had to wait several days. I'm just showing a time lapse of one. Sometimes the merchant gets stuck way up over along the road off to the left side of it. So you sometimes have to run down there a ways to catch up with the Khajiit merchant. Yep, there's 3 of them on the road. The other one looks like it's past that wall.
The roads of Skyrim lead to many dangers.
Come and see what is for... This one needs something.
Yep, this one's definitely the merchant. Okay, we don't really need the quick save right now, but it's just a good idea to get in a habit.
So many refuse to talk to us. Take a look.
Okay, we just reset the chest by talking to her and looking at her inventory. We're going to see stuff we did not see in the chest. Yep. Rings never appear in that chest. Rings and jewelry, I've never seen it. Okay, now we could go
May
back
your
to the
road
chest.
lead you to warm sands.
And we got new stuff. We got more gold. Yeah. Okay, now they're totally reset. First we gotta save and attack.
Help me! Help me!
Now we reload that quick save. Wait for a loading screen and talk to her again.
So many refuse to... Take a look.
And her inventory is reset. Now when we go to that chest, open it up, we're going to have more goods and another 750 in gold.
May your road lead you to warm sands.
After several times of resetting the
So many-
inventory and
Take a
checking out the
look.
chest, I finally came across a pair of gloves that had eminent alchemy on them. That would, disenchanting that would allow me to apply that enchantment onto jewelry,
May your road
gloves,
lead you to
up to 4
warm sands.
items that I can wear at the same time. So that was a pretty important find. If the stuff you've been finding is starting to weigh you down, duck in here. And right over here is a enchanting table where you could just enhance some of the stuff to lighten up the load. That's about it. If you like this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed, please do so now.